Hello all, this channel is not dead, despite what you'd be led to believe. So here's a little secret about the workshop. Everybody is Yoru, which means everybody must make their own mod pack, and this is mine. It's based on the Resident Evil 4 remake. Well, based isn't really the right word, it's more so like a rip-off of it, essentially. It tries to replicate some of the gameplay of it in Left 4 Dead 2. I worked on this for about 2 months at the start of the year, and then I stopped, and that's because this mod pack is cancelled indefinitely. I will explain later why that is, but first I want to show off what this mod pack actually even does. So first thing you'll notice is the main menu looks a little funny. We have the mercenaries, which is survival, which doesn't exist yet, so we're going to play the main story, which is just campaign. Now I'm going to do something that's going to scare a lot of people. Oh my lord. Okay, so for the initial release, it was only going to have the base Left 4 Dead 2 campaigns, because for a level to work in this game mode, there's a lot of stuff that I need to manually do, like in the script, just to have it function at all. And that takes a while, you know, I don't want to do that for too long. So I only wanted to have these as the base thing. And all these do work, by the way. We are still gonna only do Dark Carnival though, because that's a good one for showing stuff off. Also you have to play as Nick, because that's the only one I've had extra setup done for. Also, this mod pack was going to have a custom like UI font. Well, it technically does, I just forgot to turn it on, so you're stuck with my default one. Okay, cool. So the first thing you'll notice is that there's a funny counter in the top right, reading 0 ptahs. Yeah, the merchant is in this. Now let's talk about the other elephant in the room. Someone is here who shouldn't be. Haruka from the arcade port is essentially the Ashley stand-in for this. She only has a melee, and you have to protect her, because if she dies, it's game over. So the mod pack is exclusively in third person, because it's RE4, what else would it be? You can zoom in to shoot, you see a laser from your eyes, because I couldn't get it working on the pistols. If you attack normally, you do a swing, but if you zoom in, you can shoot. Only Nick has his model done so far, that's why he looks a little out of place from everybody else, and also Haruka, I guess. But, you know. Also, there's no items right now. We do start with pills, which is the like healing herb vial from the original RE4, but we'll get to that later. Let's actually play it, and you'll quickly soon see why this thing is not going to get worked on anymore. So the common infected are a lot slower now, you'll notice, and they do drop items. Now it isn't just aimless shooting, there is things you can do. You can do a fun parry, like that. Spoilers, there's no sounds for anything yet, because I haven't done that yet, so there's not going to be as much nice feedback on stuff just because everything's quiet. New specials too, as well. Also, yes, there's kicks. Wow. First off, here's our first new special infected. It's the Charger, which is actually the Armadura from Resident Evil 4. Essentially how he works is that you have to shoot him in the head to knock off his helmet, which reveals the plaga inside, and then you can deal a lot more damage to him. It's fancy. Now, in terms of extra mechanics, there's now parries, which work kind of. There's kicks, which work kind of, and there's backstabs, which work barely. Now, you can only kick common infected that are staggering, which happens if you kick anyone nearby. Spears are pretty much the same, except they throw Molotovs now. Ammo can be found in crates. Yes, there's limited handgun ammo, which you can't see, because the Left 4 Dead 2 HUD does not allow for it. Oh no. So the hunter's meant to be the dog, the Koimios. Spoilers, only the Charger has a custom model right now. Hunter's just really fast, he runs up to you and slaps you, that's it. Let me actually show off parry. Look at that. If you press your walk key at the right time, you can slice off one of their arms, and it also staggers them. So you can do a quick 1-2 combo of parrying and then staggering. Now the parrying is very questionable. It's not, you know, it doesn't take much skill, because, oh, Boomer. How the Boomer works is that they have a lot more health now, but if you get coated, it's an acid thing. And so you just take a lot of damage quickly. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah. So the parries aren't particularly skill-based. The reason being that you can't really read the animations of common infected, like layer things, and so I can't actually check in the script whether a common infected is attacking. So essentially, if a common infected is in the conditions that they can probably attack, then you can parry them. But that guy was dead, but I could still parry him in quotes. So yeah. Now also, if you check the console, it's a mess, but also there's a bunch of numbers. This does feature the difficulty adjustment system of the RE games that people so love. Essentially, the better you're doing, the more damage common infected do, and the less damage you deal. And that's one of the main reasons why you're not allowed to see your health, because it changes each time. First off, let's actually show this off. Oh yeah, smoker. I suck. It doesn't grab you, it just deals a little bit of damage. Now, let's show off someone special. It's the merchant. He's here. You can purchase things. Now, the bots seem to get stuck here. I also don't have admin system. Okay, well that's annoying. So you can buy things with your pataz. The merchant is from OG RE4, but I copied his animations and the voice lines from the remake. I'm going to buy the TMP. There's no custom models. There's upgrades for the damage and the fire rate. You can sell the active weapon. And there's also a new pistol, the Red 9, and also the Matilda later. I'm gonna buy the Red 9 to show it off. It's secretly an AK-47, as you can see in the corner, but it looks like a Red 9. Also a bunch of items, which I haven't set up yet. The pipe bomb is a hand grenade. The Molotov is an incendiary grenade. The Boomobile is a flashbang, and then everything else here is normal. What is going on over there? Let's use the Red 9. Now, all the weapons have a new script that change their damage and fire rate and whatnot. Not made by me, made by somebody else, who wasted their time, because again, this thing's cancelled. Haruka's having a problem. Now, fun thing about Haruka is she's actually quite powerful if you let her be, because her knife one-shots pretty much everything, which is just kind of funny. So essentially how the main gameplay loop works is that you don't want to use your primary, right? Because you don't have a lot of ammo for it, and so the main thing you want to use is your pistol. Bots have infinite ammo though, because they're too stupid to understand the game mechanics, so they are quite OP, but oh well. I hear a spitter, otherwise known as a Molotov thrower. Why are you over there? Now, one of the biggest challenges with this was the aiming, because as anyone who has actually tried to play third-person Left 4 Dead knows, aiming is really weird, and where your crosshair is not accurate at all. And so it makes it quite difficult to shoot things in the shooting video game. Now there's a couple add-ons on the workshop which try to fix that. I have one of them installed right now, but it barely works, which is why I have the laser sight. And also the laser sight's pretty accurate to RE4 anyway, so, you know. God, the SMG is shit. I'm gonna stick with the Red 9, this thing's great. Now, the animations do look a little weird on the Red 9. That's because it's set up in a funny way. Because, again, this is an AK-47, and so the game tries to use AK-47 animations, which is the rifle ones, but this is meant to be a pistol, so essentially, it still plays... Can I? Okay, I can't... Oh, alright. Apparently you can't throw gas cans. This I did not test. That's funny. I don't ever pick up gas cans, okay? I'm sorry. The other primaries are also based on Resident Evil 4 weapons, so the scout that Ellis has is based on the bolt-action sniper in the game. I haven't actually played RE4 in a while. I don't remember all of them. The SMG is the TMP, and the pump shotgun is whatever pump shotgun you get at the starting house. Boomer. Also the first possible. Also, yes, you can parry the smoker tongue, because parries are cool. That guy got wiped off the face of the earth. Now, the balance with the Red 9 is that yes, it deals a lot more damage than the default pistol, but it also is a whole lot more inaccurate. So, you know, gotta weigh up your options. Try to make... well, I didn't, but ideally the weapons would be balanced, but they might not always be, because the person who was making... what the hell? Who was making all the weapon scripts hasn't actually played it, and more than likely was never going to, so, you know, that probably makes things more difficult on their end. I am going to upgrade my Red 9 fire rate. Getting the merchant voice lines was very, very difficult, and I mean I have them now, but like it was an absolute pain because nothing is named in the fucking RE4 files, like with the sounds. Like I had to go through all of them individually to find the correct merchant ones. It was annoying. There is weapon recoil as well, like proper recoil, like that one mod made by G-Banger. I think he made it, but it's different. In terms of other things you can do, in theory you can do a backflip. I don't remember how. I think it was pressing S and A and D at the same time, but I think my auto exec prevents that from happening, so you'll have to trust me that you can backflip. It's useless anyway, which is why it's in such a weird thing. Why is there two hounds? Also, you can make Haruka stop. I forget how. Yes, it's use and the walk key. Now, there's no tanks or witches. Okay, I guess you didn't listen. There's no tanks or witches. What's going on up there? Oh. Okay, the lack of tanks is kind of a lie. The tanks are relegated to map-specific boss fights. So in map 3 of Dead Center, there is a tank who is Mendez from RE4, who you fight. And then in Hard Rain map 2, the tank is Verdugo, who you fight. I might actually show off the Verdugo one, because that one is actually... I did some stuff with it, unlike... The Mendez one is boring, it's literally just a tank who can't throw rocks. Ow. I will say the parrying is very finicky, but that's just how it is. Also, these are the CSGO ones, but they are L4D2 flavored, because what else would it be? Also, the pills do actually give you like full health, not temp health, which I forgot, by the way, on my own. Oh yeah, so sometimes the pistol animations stop working, so now he's just holding it like a rifle again. So that's... I couldn't tell you why. Also, yes, the default attack you do if you don't zoom in is just like a knife swing. It does a bit of damage, you know. It's not useless, but it's not great either. So, you kind of seen everything the Modpack has going for it. I mean, you know, you waltz around slowly, you left click a common infected, and eventually they die. Wow. Like the kicking is barely used, like you can do it, but like you don't usually. So let's talk about why it's cancelled. Well, there's two now. Okay, not yet because I'm about to die. The reason the Modpack is cancelled is two main things. Number one, it's boring. I don't know if you've noticed how it's been going so far, but essentially the gameplay boils down to you walk slowly into an area, you hold left click against common infected who die at some point, and then you move on. Right? RE4 is fun because, you know, you can do all the fancy kicks and parries and stuff, and yes, you can do that here too, but there's not much reason to, and it doesn't feel good to do is another thing. So, like, yes, you can do that, but why bother, you know? Number two is the common infected AI. You know, a big part of the real RE4 is like juking and stuff. You know, dodging attacks and like finagling your way through things to like dodge the enemies. But you can't really do that here because of how common infected work. Like, I can't really control their AI. Like they beeline onto you quite well, and so it makes it quite difficult to really play the game. Apparently I have a max handgun round, so I may as well use it a bit.
Reloading.
Oh my.
Charger.
And then my game crashed. It does that too sometimes. I don't know why. I guess it's as good a time as any to show you C4M2. So yeah, the gameplay is just kind of dull. Like, you know, there's no fun movement or anything. You walk slowly and just hold left click at things, like tiny things in the distance, just because of the third person camera. Now reason number 2 why you might not want to play it is, why bother? See, something like Nightmare, which no longer exists, big rip, but the appeal of that is that there's nothing really similar to it. You know, it's inspired by things like Cryofear or whatever, but it's still effectively a pretty unique thing, right? With this is just a shitty recreation of Resident Evil 4 in Left 4 Dead 2. And like, why not just play actual Resident Evil 4, which works a lot better? Now, a fun feature also of the Nick model is that it changes depending on the campaign. So from Swamp Fever onwards, he looks like this. He loses his jacket. Wow. Let's buy something. Let's get... Did I not rename the SG? That's funny. I'm gonna say a shotgun for this. Also, yes, there's a grenade launcher. It does one-shot everything. Hello, merchant.
Okay, there's the gas station through the wheat farm.
I'm gonna show you the Verdugo fight, and then we're gonna move on.
We can take the elevator down to the field.
Now, this one's pretty cool. The only other custom model I made for this is for the pistol, based on the actual SG-09 from the game, which I think looks pretty cool. I might make these like standalone things at some point, but as of now, we're not going to. Now, in theory, someone should be showing up. We hear him. Hey, look who it is. It's the Verdugo. Oh my god. What's it? Ow. Yes, you can parry him. Not well, but you can. Which still knocks you out the way, just don't take damage. Where is he? Right, if you deal enough damage to him, he runs away, just like actual RE4. So you gotta chase after him. Let's fuck him up, let's go. The bots can see very well, but I assure you, you shouldn't. Let's enter the safe room, shall we?
Get in the station.
Oh my god, Verdugo! Ow. I forget how much health he has, I think like 8,000? He does look very funny. He uses the Nemesis animations made by Erich Grooms, I think. So blame him for that. I mean, also blame me, because the tail looks stupid, but... We are out of this hangar. Pistol? Fucking shotgun ammo, that's it. Did I not put any crates here? I thought I did. I vividly remember thinking, yeah, I should probably do that. Okay, well, never mind. Oh my god, he's dead.
Dead.
Oh no. He only gave 3,000 pataz. Hey look, it's Haruka. She's missing her hoodie now. Oh no. So the script is pretty much done, right? Like, all the gameplay side of things is finished. All that would be left is, like, you know, making it look nice, making custom models for everyone, adding, like, you know, cutscene stuff, which I wanted to do. which takes a while to do, of course, and also, again, it's not fun to play. Shooting the common infected, which is the main thing you're doing, isn't satisfying at all. Like, that's the main issue, really. It's unsatisfying. Even if maybe you think this is somewhat fun to play, it's not satisfying to do, so then why bother, you know? Resident Evil 4 is a satisfying game, so this does not really capture that. No point in playing through it again, because, I mean, you've seen what it is. So yeah, that is the Resident Evil 4 mod pack I was making. It, again, indefinitely cancelled. I mean, maybe if enough people whine in the comments or something, they're like, oh, can we have this? Maybe I'll do it, but I wouldn't count on it. So yeah, time to not upload for another like half a year.